So hey everyone and welcome to our channel. Today we are going to talk about Mercurial, a distributed version control tool. Mercurial is a free distributed source control management tool. Mercurial's major design goals include high performance and scalability, decentralization, fully distributed collaborative development, robust handling of both plain text as well as binary files, and advanced branching and merging capabilities. Mercurial is primarily a command line driven program, but it also provides a GUI extension, for example, Tortoise HG, and several other IDEs often support for version control. Mercurial has a unique set of properties that make it a particularly good choice as a revision control system. It is easy to learn and use, it scales up excellently, it is lightweight, it is easy to customize. Features of Mercurial: Rebase extension, HG pull rebase. It will move small local changes to the most recent head of the checked out branch. This saves the manual merge, which is inevitable if there are conflicts and rebase isn't successful. History edit extension. This can be used to go over to the commits and reorder or fold them if needed. If a certain feature is developed over several commits, this command is used to merge all those commands into one single commit. After writing this command, an editor is opened with a list of outgoing change sets. The actions possible are reorder, pick, edit, fold, or drop. Next, we come to shelve extension. This is used to shelve away or keep your local changes aside that you don't want to commit yet and want to do a quick bug fix. After you unshelve, you can go back to where you left off and continue to commit your changes. Purge. Give the path of the repository to purge in Mercurial configuration file. This will remove all redundant files or directories that are not being tracked currently. Color, which will be used to add color to the terminal text. Progress will enable you to show progress bars. Graphs will give you a graphical view of the different user history on a repository. History management provides a comprehensive log management. So now let us see how to install Mercurial on Ubuntu. The primary prerequisites for implementing Mercurial is at least an account on GitHub or any other site that provides you with an SSH key. Python should be installed in Linux. By default, the latest Linux comes with Python installed. So we will call sudo apt get install Mercurial, and then we just simply press enter and it will get installed. Coming to some overview of the basic commands. HG will create a basic repository. There are other instructions which are similar to what we have used in GitHub. For example, commit to save changes, log to see your history, pull to get all changes from other repository, push your changes that you have made in your repository, serve to create an instant web server on localhost, HG merge to show the different lines of history, and then HG status with different flag values to show different kinds of files. So here is a list of Mercurial commands which you can get by typing hg-help.
My name is Deep Doshi and my roll number is 1711074. I'll be explaining you the basic Mercurial commands. HG First, you need to change the directory and navigate to the required folder containing the project. You will want to start by creating a repository in the directory containing your project. This is done by the command hginit. HG status. This will list all the files that are not ignored with the question mark flag, that is not tracked. The user can edit the hgignore file to track only the type of files they want. hgadd. This will add specified the unknown files, that is files not flagged with question mark, in the output of the hg status. The command hgadd star will add all the unknown files to the hg status. hgcommit. This command commits all changes into the new change set. It also edits the changelog entry. hgparents. hgparents returns the parent revision of the revision, the branch that was changed for the last time. hgserve. This command fires up a built-in local web server for browsing and sharing the repository over HTTP. This is the Mercurial interface on the user's localhost server. The user can select different types of options for different functionality. The change set option displays the difference between the current and the previous commit of the project. The lines colored in red are the ones that were removed, that is, they were present in the previous version and were removed in the current version. The ones represented in green are the ones that were added after the previous commit to the project files. The file options, when selected, displays the contents of the files. More files were created and committed then to understand how Mercurial graph works. The Mercurial graph shows all the commits and versions of a project since its first commit. It displays a graph which consists of the main branch and other child branches created over the course of the project in different colors. It displays the commit message besides each commit performed. It also shows the time of the commit and the author of the commit. The updated file is shown below. After a change has been committed, it can be exported to a file and emailed the file as an attachment to someone else. To export a change, the export command is used. A tag, revision number, or change set ID has to be provided to tell Mercurial what has to be exported. Mostly the change set tip is used. The change set tip just means the change set that most recently arrived in the repository. By default, the export just displays the patch. So usually the output is redirected to a file. This file is a patch file in unified diff format with some extra information that tells Mercurial how to import it. When the recipient receives the email, they can then save the attachments and use the import command to import the changes into their change set into the repository.
Hi, Dhruv Desai. Now I will talk about the implementation about Mercurial in the advanced command. First, HG branches. HG branches allow us to view branches in our code. List the directory name branches indicating which one are inactive. That is, in our output is default directory. Second, HG branch. HG branch allow us to create a new branch to an existing repository. If there is no argument, show the current branch name. Branch will not let you set a branch name that already exists. Now, how to merge with one branch with other branch and what is the command in Ubuntu? Now, this is the branch which name is Dhruv which have two committed message that is Dhruv committed in Dhruv branch and other one is created new branch for Dhruv. That two committed message which is Dhruv branch merge it and then save it to a default branch. Similar representation can also be seen in case of edgelord also. That how to use it and what is the command of it. In Mercurial, this will work for merge command. First HG of default command is update the repository working directory to the specific change set. If no change set is specified, update to the tip of the current name branch. Next command is HG branch that allow us to view branches in our code. Next will HG merge through. Merge another revision into working directory. The current working directory is updated with all changes made in the requested revision. Merging is molecular work similar to the other VCS program, just the fact that you need to commit to save the change set. The syntax is HG merge branch name. Now the log history of the repository tracking the change in branches and showing merge history as well. Now why molecular over JIT or other VCS? It provided a great API for writing your own extension using Python, a language that a large number of developers are now familiar with. Majority of the user of VCS are developer, that is programmer, and what they need most of all is a clean interface. This is what the other VCS fail to deliver, primarily functionality over usability. It used Bitbucket that provide an interface that just works. The learning curve of Mercurial is not as high as compared to JIT or Bajar. Unlike CVS or HVN, HG does not have a primary repository. Instead, it distributed and essential you have the master copy. Each project number, not member, also had their own master copy. As changes are made, you push and pull changes to and from each other.
Hey guys, this is Raj Doshi, and now let's take a look at the pros and cons. The advantages of Mercurial are it is easier to learn, it is quite better at merging, branches are visually easier to understand, it has a good set of GUI, usability is much better, history cannot be rewritten. Now, moving on to the cons in Mercurial, we can see that add ons must be written only in Python. Rollback command will undo only the last commit. Combining features and functionality is different when using different extensions. Round-trip conversion of a Mercurial repository to a Git repository cannot be done without a data loss. Now let's move on to the applications. With the staggering rate at which Facebook saw its repository grow, their current source control system, Git, proved to be difficult to work with for an ambitious scaling project due to which they decided to use and improve Mercurial. Also, one of the thanks is given to its extensions. Now, other application is Atlassian. For the developing software, Atlassian moved from Subversion to Mercurial after acquiring Bitbucket, which turned out to be a great hosting platform to store and fork the repo. Now, Oracle uses Mercurial to manage its Java and Solaris products. So, the conclusion we get from above is Mercurial is very easy to learn, it is good for merging, and branches are visually easier to understand. It is quite user friendly and has a good set of GUI and more number of extensions. History is read only. Hence, we can implement project with large scope using Mercurial. And now, these are the following references we have used and they are as mentioned below. Thank you.